Hello everybody. Today we have the ACTv3S Arry cargo tank with sleeve from Stormy's Vapor Cellar. Let's take a closer look. Okay, so here's a closer look of the Arry ACTv3S Arry cargo tank with sleeve. This is the sleeve right here. It has a window right there, which is really nice. You can see the levels of your e-juice. I believe this is made out of acrylic. There are different colors available on the site. There's a white, a red, with marble, a green, some different colors. I chose the white, or the yellow and the black for my wife's yellow silver bullet. It matches really nice. But this is the outer sleeve, and this is the newer part that the older Arry cargo tank did not have. This is a very nice addition. Here is the main component of the tank, which is the inner, or you could say the liner. It has some threading in here. I don't know if you could see that very well. It's like a smoked, or like a frosted polycarbonate, but it doesn't say the material. It just says a new chemical resistant material that they're using. The threading is nice. Looks a little dirty, but I just rinsed it out. Now we have the bottom part. The bottom part is quite interesting. Very different from any other tank. You could see inside what you have is a basic 510 connection inside the tank, which is different than other tanks like the Smoke Tech DCT or the Map tank or the other tanks, the J tank. And then there is a 510 connection attached. Now that is in there. That's not coming out. There's a little O-ring on there. The top is the same way, threaded with an O-ring. A standard hole for a 510 drip tip. A little water there. And this is what comes with the tank. This is also the little O-ring that we'll be using on the bottom of the Cartomizer to hold a great seal in the tank so there's no leaking. I have used it without the O-ring and still had no leaking. They suggest to use it. I use it and it works well. And you're also going to need, that is not included with the kit or the tank, is a punched Cartomizer. This is a Bogue low resistant Cartomizer that's slotted. Used a little Dremel. I like slotting my Cartomizers. I seem like it gets better juice flow depending on what juice you're using, if you're using a PG based or a VG based. But I like slotting my cartos. And any standard 510 drip tip. This is just a Cherry Vape Yellow Pearl drip tip. I'm going to show you how to fill this up and put it together. First off, I'm going to take the base, a lovely Angry Bird Band-Aid. You're going to take the base and, well, what I like to do first is start over again and put the O-ring on the bottom of the Cartomizer. Like that. It's easier to insert the Cartomizer into the tank base. And I like to add, this Cartomizer is already filled. I filled it up with my favorite e-juice. This is a raw antidote 18 milligram 50/50 juice. So I filled up my Cartomizer with the favorite juice. Now I'm gonna put it in. I'm gonna put the tank together. Make sure that's nice and snug. You might notice that I'm leaving the cap on the Cartomizer. That is recommended, to leave the cap on the Cartomizer. Prevents any leaking. And it tends to hit better like that. I have had the cap off and it seemed like it was the same, but I ended up getting a little gurgly and a little overflowing of the juice into the Cartomizer. Now what you want to do is take the sleeve and it just slides right onto the tank. Now you take your e-juice, put a little shake here. Fill it right up. You don't want to fill it all the way. I fill it to right about where the threads, a little bit under where the threads are. You can see that. Now this is the tricky part. This is maybe the only negative I think I have with this tank, is putting this cap onto the tank. You think it feel like it might be simple, but when you go to put it on, it creates a vacuum. So what you need to do is, when soon as you start the threading, you want to take it and flip it and turn and give it a nice tight squeeze. No leaking. Now when you normally would put it on and tighten right down on straight way down, oh, there we go. We did get a drop out. What it does is it creates a vacuum and basically pushes the juice right down through as you're squeezing it down onto, because of the good seal it has around there. Then you're just going to take your drip tip and put it in there. Give it one little quick little wipe here. Goes right on the silver bullet. Okay. So there you go, folks. Up close and personal with the Arry ACTv3S Arry Carto tank with sleeve. This is sold for $49.99. I did buy this unit from Stormy's Vapor Cellar. They were being sold on the UK Vapors forum. Stormy's Vapors does have a few in stock right now. They have a few colors, I should say. Some of the colors are sold out. I'm not sure if they're going to get more. But these tanks are really nice. The one nice thing that I really like about these tanks is there's no slipping whatsoever. I mean, this tank is on there solid. It's screwed on. There's not going to be no slipping. That was my biggest issue with a lot of the Carto tanks. Even the more expensive Carto tanks, they still are just held on by O-rings. I have a few tanks that are held on by O-rings that are very strong on there and that they don't slide much. But then there's also the ones that if you pick them up by the tank, they slide right off. If you're not using one of them Smoke Tech Cartomizers with the lip on it, they push right down over the Cartomizer, right down onto the threading. Sometimes you get leaking that way, but you're not going to have the issue with this tank. This is one of my favorite tanks, but I urge you to go try it out for yourself. Show you how it works again. This silver bullet is kicked up to about 8.3 watts with an 18490 AW battery. I like it. It looks nice. Looks nice on the silver bullet. The colors match really good with the yellow. I do have a yellow and black pawn cherry vape tip coming in. I think it'll look a little bit better because the black and the yellow, but I like the way it looks with this one. So, if you're looking for a Carto tank, they are on a little bit pricier end, but it's a quality tank. I've had no issues, no leaking, except for the issue when you put it on. That would be the only negative that I would be able to give this tank. Other than that, the window is nice. I'm sorry, when I was doing the close-up, the window is very nice. You can see the level of the juice, which is really good. The Arry stainless steel tank does not have a window. It's nice and solid. It has the same form of screwing it all in together, but there's no window. That would be the only problem with that tank that I found, that you can't see what level your juice is at, and you have to wait until it runs dry. You just got to keep on checking it. Get kind of annoying, but this I like. So head on over. There'll be a link down on the bottom to Stormy's Vapor Seller. Stormy's Vapor Seller, yes. So go over there and check them out. They're great. Now listen, I'm not affiliated with nobody. I'm just trying to give my honest opinion on everything. If you like what you see, go check it out. If you don't, that's good too. I just want to feel like educate people, let them know what my experience is, what I like, and gives them a choice on what they can go do. So keep vaping, everybody, and make sure you subscribe up here and check out Stormy's Vapor down there. See you later.